Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is blessed with the great art of articulation. He excels at conveying serious issues in a witty manner and with punchlines that echo in geopolitical circles. On the controversial past record of US Ambassador to India, Eric Garcetti, Dr. Jaishankar said, "Let him come here, प्यार से समझा देंगे." From time to time, he has been schooling his naysayers both inside and outside the country. In a similar straight talk, he grabbed the boogie of the opposition's claim and smashed it into the ground with utter ease and humility. Namaste and welcome to TFI Post. I'm your host Parush Gupta. Let's begin. Recently, Bengaluru South MP Tejasvi Surya and Bengaluru Central MP PC Mohan organized an interactive meet and greet session at Coburn Park, Bengaluru. In the casual event, over 500 young voters got a chance to interact with India's Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar. Responding to the queries of youngsters, Minister Jaishankar slammed the West for assuming that it has some kind of God-ridden right to comment on the internal affairs of other countries. Known for diplomatically demolishing the opponent's argument, Dr. Jaishankar mocked the West. He opined that the West suffers from a bad habit of commenting on others and they will only learn their lesson when they are given the taste of their own medicine. Replying to the question of why we see Western commentaries on Indian affairs, Minister Jaishankar said, and I quote, "I will give you the truthful answer, not a diplomatic one. There are two reasons. It is because the West has a bad habit of commenting on others. They somehow think it is some kind of a God-given right. They will have to learn only by experience that if they keep doing this, other people will also start commenting and they will not like it when this happens, and I see that happening." Unquote. In fact, the US and West are currently witnessing violent protests, and concerned citizens and geopolitical experts have been conveying their concerns about the worsening law and order situation in these Western countries. The diplomat turned politician and one of people's favorite ministers, Dr. Jaishankar knows the trait from inside and out. On the question of unwanted Western interference, Dr. Jaishankar clearly stated that the problem lies within Indian politicians as well. In an indirect attack on Rahul Gandhi's London outcry for help from the West, Dr. Jaishankar highlighted the holistic problem responsible for such remarks from the West. Dr. Jaishankar added, "The second part of the truth is that in our arguments, you are inviting the people to comment on you. Then more and more people are tempted to comment. We also need to stop giving generous invitations to the world by saying there are problems in India and urging American and world by saying, why are you standing by doing nothing? So if somebody from here goes on and says, why are you standing by and saying nothing? Then obviously they are going to comment. Part of the problem is them and part of the problem is us, and I think both need fixing." He made these comments in response to a pointed query about the recent remarks made by Germany and the United States over the disqualification of Congress leader Rahul Gandhi as a member of parliament. Going further into the event, Dr. Jaishankar revealed his take on the freebie politics practiced by some political parties. Calling freebie politics irresponsible and a way of getting quick popularity, Dr. Jaishankar slammed AAP's Delhi government. Dr. Jaishankar said, and I quote, "This freebie culture, which some people in Delhi are masters of, is something they are doing because they do not have the responsibility of raising resources. You can't run a country on the basis of freebies. Somewhere somebody has to pay for it. Anybody who is giving a freebie here is taking something elsewhere. Freebies are a way of getting quick popularity and it's an irresponsible way." Reflecting on the questions of how he handles Western media and press conferences when he travels abroad, Jaishankar opined that being diplomatic while answering questions is considered a weakness. He categorically stated that Modi's India follows an assertive policy and gives a strong pushback to every attempt targeted against the nation. Dr. Jaishankar stated, if you are diplomatic and give Jalebi type answers, they consider you a weak person in an important position. The answers are combative when I meet somebody who does not come to seek information but wants to push you with their ideas. In Modi's India, when somebody pushes you, you push back them hard. In another event, Dr. Jaishankar interacted with intellectuals, which was organized by BJP Mahanagar unit at Dharwad. Speaking at the event, the foreign minister gave a loud and clear message to Khalistani terrorists. In the recent past, there have been several attacks of vandalism against the tricolor, and the culprits have been Khalistani sympathizers and members of the van terror outfits SFI or Babar Khalsa. Dr. Jaishankar strongly remarked that India will not accept its national flag being pulled down. He said, "The days when India would have taken this lightly are behind us, and this is not the India that will accept its national flag pulled down by somebody." Lately, the UK government has drawn strong criticism from India for harboring Khalistani elements in their country. In addition to the clear message to Khalistanis, Dr. Jaishankar came down heavily on the Brits as well. He highlighted the security concerns of the embassy staff and reminded the Britishers that it is their duty to protect the Indian High Commission. Otherwise, they should not expect any privileges from India as well. He added, it is a message not only to those so-called Khalistanis but also to the British. saying that this is my flag and I will make it even big if somebody tries to disrespect it. Further, Dr. S. Jaishankar opened up about the violent protests by the Khalistani hooligans in different parts of the world. He stated that these incidents have occurred recently in London, Canada, Australia, and San Francisco. He pointed out the motive behind these attacks and highlighted Pakistan's hand in it. However, he also hinted that there are many players throughout the world that are jealous of India's progress and thus want to hurt India's interests globally. These strong remarks where Dr. Jaishankar schooled the West, Rahul Gandhi, AAP, Khalistanis and Brits clearly underscore the fact that Foreign Minister Dr. Jaishankar does not pull his punches against his naysayers and has the last laugh in areas where his naysayers have thought him to be a pushover.